G'day guys, Rich from Unichip Australia. Thought I'd give you a rundown today on how to install your Kia Stinger Unichip that you've purchased from us. We'll start with what tools you're going to need in order to accomplish this. So you're going to need a 5mm Allen key, a 10 to 13mm spanner, a pair of side cutters, and preferably a pick or something sharp. Now, you would have opened your box and you've noticed what you would have received, which is the plug and play harness, Unichip Q4 on a bracket, some retaining bolts and a nut, piece of Velcro and a bridge plug, which I'll touch on later. We'll get into the install on this Stinger. So the first thing you need, your 10mm spanner. You're going to go to the back of your car, open up your boot, underneath the carpet, lift up the spare tire is the battery. Just disconnect that negative battery terminal, leave it off while we do this installation. We'll move back to the front and keep going. Okay guys, so the Kia Stinger ECU is located in the back left-hand corner of the engine bay in front of the fuse box here. You'll notice it's got two large black plugs on it. First thing we're going to do is pop these off. You do that simply by pushing it on this little tab and lifting up the lever. It's the same on both the plugs, so lift them both off. And from here, we're ready to move on to the plug and play loom. Okay, so the plug and play loom will arrive to you looking like this. Same again as with the Kia. Lift both the levers, lift up the plugs, and we're ready to install onto the car. Righto, so we're back at the Kia now. One of the things we do need to do before we install the plug and play is remove the top cover of this plug. That's done. Using your side cutters, snip the cable tie on the back of the plug. And using that pin that I told you about earlier, you'll notice in the side of the plug, just in front of the gearing, there's a couple of tiny little holes there. Use that to push in and up. Same on both sides, like so. You'll notice the top releases, remove it off the plug. Okay, now to installing the plug and play harness. The easiest way that we're going to do this is start off by putting our Unichip plugs on. So again, lift the lever up, put it over the top of the ECU, bring the lever back a little bit just so the plug falls into place, and without any rough force, push the plug down. Repeat the same on the other side. Righto, so we've got our ECU plugged in to the Unichip harness. Keep in mind guys, they are specific sides. You can't mix them up. They are keywayed. If they don't go on smoothly, if they feel like they're forced, then just pull it off and reassess it. But essentially, you can only put them on one way. I'll give you an example on this one here. So that'll just go on. The lever's nice and smooth. Doesn't require any force to get on, like so. Same again on the other side. Now with this one here, you would notice before we remove the cover, simply pull the slide out, push the plug down, push the slide back in. Once it locks down into place, we're on. So to secure the block, what we do, you'll be provided with a strip of double-sided Velcro here. Stick one side of it down onto the lid of the box, put the other side on the back of the Unichip block, Velcro it down to the lid, just tuck the harnesses down. That's that part of it done. So the Unichip harness just runs down the inner guard of the car here. Pop up the little foam insert, run the harness through the guard, come to the end here, slide the waterproof boot back. There's two plugs. You can't mix them up. There's a large and a small plug. Plug both of them in. Slide the boot back up over the top of the Unichip, and we're ready to fit it to the car. Okay, so what we're going to use the fasteners that were included in the kit. You're going to use the larger panel washer on the top. Come over to the car. The Unichip itself mounts inside the guard here, so it's tucked away nice and neat. Put the bolt through the top. You'll notice there's already a pre-drilled hole in the guard. Bolt through the top, hold the bolt in place, reach underneath with the washer and the nut. And we just need to grab our Allen key and spanner and tighten it up. Righto. Finish off the install, tighten up the Allen key. Nice and firm. Slip the boot back over the top of the Unichip. and just run that inner cable down next to the airbox. Okay, from here, you can go back to the back of the car, reconnect your battery, put it back together, you're right to go. Okay guys, should you ever want to remove the Unichip and the plug and play from the car, essentially exactly what I just explained to you, do it in reverse, which I will do now to show you how easy it is to put it back to standard.